Here we have understanding the distributive property and the distributive property whole number coefficients. So here's what we have. We're going to do this arithmetic and then using algebra. So using numbers, and then we're going to use variables. Now, what you need to pay attention to here is I've got an 8. What they've already set us up for here is an 8 and an 8. So the 8 stays the same throughout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute. So if I distribute something, I pass it out. So I'm passing the 8 to the 4. So here I'm going to go 8 times 4. And then I'm going to distribute the 8 to the 6. So I'm going to go 8 times 6. We can also do it with subtraction. We're going to distribute the 7 to the 6. You notice I've got a 7 and a 7 already. Okay, minus sign, 7 to the 2. So 7 times 2. And then I would subtract those, just like I would multiply first, then I would add. So if we're looking at it algebraically with letters, I would have AB plus AC. Or I would go AB minus AC. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. So evaluating an expression, use the distributive property to simplify 5 times 47. So what we need to do, we need to write 47 in expanded form. So 47 in expanded form is the value of each number. So if it was just a 4, it would be 40. And if it was just a 7, it would be 7. Just like I say it, 47. So then I multiply 5 times 40. So 5 times 40 is 200. And then 5 times 7 is 35. So we're going to rewrite this a couple times just so you're clear. So we have 200 and 30 plus 35 equals 235. So let's rewrite this. Okay? So as we did up above. So 5 times 40 plus 7. Okay? So when we distribute, we've got 5 times 40 plus 5 times 7. So all we're doing here is we're just rewriting the work as we did. So this 47 is 40 plus 7. Then we use the distributive property. I'll abbreviate. Okay. So then we multiply. 5 times 40 is 200. 5 times 7 is 35. Then we add them to get 235. Okay. Add them together to get 235. So what I need you to do, I want you to try it on the next page to see what you did. Now, if you need help, come back and use your guide, use your notes here as your guide to help you out. So pause the video. I want you to try the next slide. Sorry, I was a step ahead of myself. One more slide to try. One more slide, and then you can try. So, can the distributive property be used to rewrite 7 times 5 plus 4? Can it? Yes, it can. Absolutely. So I'm going to type this one in because it's small. So we're going to go 7 times 5 plus 7 times 4. Okay, and that's how we would do it. I know sometimes this seems long and drawn out, but really the distributive property is why multiplication works. Okay, when you're multiplying by a 2-digit number, that's why it works. Okay? So here's our new problem. A student bought 4 tickets that cost $5.50. What is the total cost of the tickets? Let's use the distributive property to solve. So I'm going to go $5 here. So 4 times 5, and then 4 times 50 cents. So I'm going to write $5 and 5/10 is 5 and 5/10. So what is 4 times 5? Well, it's 20. Plus 4 times 50 cents is 2. So we use the distributive property to distribute the 4. Okay? So 20 plus 2 is 22. So the total cost was $22. Total cost was $22. So let's look down here at coefficient. A coefficient is a number that is written as a multiplier in a variable expression. So we're going to use the distributive property to remove the parentheses. Okay? So we want to get rid of the parentheses. So again, it doesn't matter what side it's on. It doesn't matter what side this 7 is on. So it's still going to be 7w minus 9, or well, let's just keep the same order. 7 times 9. Okay. Now I don't have to put parentheses up there because the order of operation tells me I need to multiply first. Okay. So that's how I would rewrite this in parentheses w minus 9 times 7. Okay, that's how I would rewrite without parentheses. Okay. Now give the video a pause, and I want you to try that next slide by yourself. Before we go on to the U-try, we could have written this as 7w minus 63. I think that makes me feel a whole lot better than this, because I think that needs to be simplified to the 63. So going back to number 3 on the previous box, we should have 7w minus 63. That's what I like. So let's see what you tried. Yes, we can rewrite this using the distributive property. 4 times 7 minus 4 times 3. Okay. So number 2, a local bookstore charges $2.80 for each book. What is the cost for 5 books? So $2.80 times 5. $2 times 5 plus 80 cents times 5. That gives me $10 plus $4. So my grand total is $14. And then this is the same problem, only, well, the 9 and the 7 are flipped around. So the 9's outside and the 7's inside. Okay, so 9 times 7 is 63, and then 9 times v is v. And then I've got my addition sign in the middle. So hopefully you got all those correct, and good luck tomorrow in class. And that was using the distributive property and the distributive property whole number coefficients.